Hey everyone. So the other night on stream, we attempted our first live tier list, and I shared my thoughts on who I think are the most scary characters to play against in the game. So we start off with Trapper. He's going to be in the nerve-wracking tier, and the nerve-wracking tier is not really scary, but they keep you on edge. And so I'm putting him in the nerve-wracking tier. He keeps me on edge because of his traps. You've always got to be on the lookout for them, and his breathing is creepy to me for some reason. And he's kind of this hulking mass that's just intimidating. So I put him in the nerve-wracking tier. He's not scary, but he keeps me on edge, so he's there. Then we'll move on to Wraith, and I'm going to put him in nerve-wracking as well, because I just find the fact that you're always having to be on the lookout, always swiveling your head around, always looking for that little predator shimmer, that's tense to me. So whenever I play against Wraith, words are hard, whenever I play against Wraith, I'm tense. It's fun, it's not scary. I don't find him the most horrifying killer to go against. He's not brown pants worthy, but he's scary to me, or he's creepy to me. He's nerve-wracking, let's put it that way. So, there you go. Now we're on to Hillbilly. Hillbilly, for me, is going to be not scary, but fun. There's a caveat to this. There are, I will say, when I first start up a trial and you hear his chainsaw rev and his little yell from a distance echo through the fog, that is creepy. That is nerve-wracking. I will admit that. So I will say that he can be nerve-wracking, but actually playing against him is a lot of fun, but not really scary to me. It's more action-y. It's less of a drama or a horror movie. It's more action. So I think he's a lot of fun to go against. I just don't think he's that scary. What do you guys think? You scream if you get sniped? I could see that. I play with the game so loud I scream on everything. Or I jump on everything, I should say. Why do I literally look like Dwight in real life? I'm sorry, Dwight looks like me. You didn't know that Behaviour put me in the game? I mean, it's kind of the biggest honor of my life, but it's okay if you didn't know that. I'm just kidding. So moving on to Nurse. I will say she is... where do I want to put it? I think I'm going to put it in nerve-wracking because the screech is creepy. And you do kind of have to really be on your toes because her blinking around and screaming and gasping it is creepy, so it's got that effect. And she's just kind of... she's all over the place. You kind of have to do mind games all the time, and you have to zig and zag and all that fun stuff. So I really enjoy going against Nurse. I know I'm like the only person in the entire DBD community who enjoys going against Nurse, but I do. I'm weird, I know. I like that she breaks the rules, but the point is, I find her fun, but I also find her nerve-wracking. She just keeps me on edge. Again, not scary, not truly like scary in-game. Obviously her concept is scary. If she was in real life, she'd be horrifyingly scary. I'm talking about in-game. She is tense. She makes me tense. So there you go. Myers is brown pants, I think. He's somewhere on the line for me, honestly. I could put him he's either at the top end of nerve-wracking or brown pants. I'm trying to decide. Where do I want to put him? We'll put him up in brown pants for now. Just because he can scare the absolute garbage out of you. And he can be truly terrifying in the right moments. It is creepy, definitely, to look up. You're working on a gen, you rotate your camera around, he's just standing there. And it definitely gets creepy. Next up, we have Hag. And Hag, I'm putting her in nerve-wracking. And the reason why, because you trigger a trap, and that jump scare keeps me on edge. And I'm actually, okay, I'm a weird one. I don't mind going against Hag, either. I enjoy Hag. But she's not terrifying to me at all. I think, if I actually see Hag coming, it's kind of like, okay, this, kind of hobbly tree thingy is coming after me. But she's got the, the gurgle, all that. She's creepy, but she's not terrifying. But she keeps me on my toes because if I step on that trap and her little image pops up, it is kind of terrifying. So it makes you jump, especially with how loud I listen to the game, and it can keep me on edge. So she's nerve-wracking. So all right, on to Doctor. So this one, if you're a fan of Doctor, I'm sorry, he's painful to me. I do not like going against Doctor. I do not find him. I find his character creepy. I find his aesthetic creepy. I find his lore creepy. He's probably one of the actually most terrifying killers in the game outside of the actual gameplay. And that's what we're ranking tonight, is the gameplay. How scary are they going to go against in the game? So to me, I don't enjoy going against him. I do really like playing him. He's a lot of fun to play. And I think his whole design is absolutely horrifying. Creepy as all get out. If I was to see him in real life, I'd probably just pass out. I can't remember in my Fear Factor tier list. I think I put him pretty high, A or S tier, or whatever I named those tiers. The point is, though, playing against him, I don't enjoy it. I find it painful. I don't find it scary at all. I don't find it fun at all. He's in the painful category for me. Sorry to all you Doctor fans. I'm sorry. I agree, his laugh is terrifying. I just, I'm too annoyed by him in the game to even pay attention to his laugh. Yeah, his laugh and his lore freak me out. Like, if I'm in the lobby playing as him, he's freaky. The only thing that doesn't freak me out about him playing as him is when I get pallet stunned. I know it's supposed to be a giggle. I know it's supposed to sound like he's enjoying it. To me, it sounds like a whimper. That's how I heard it the first time, and that's how I hear it every other time, and other people have said, no, man, it's a giggle. I get it. I get that that's what it's supposed to be. That's exactly what the devs were going for. I agree with you. I cannot unhear the whimper, and so I always feel ashamed every time I get pallet stunned as Doctor. So that is the one thing I don't enjoy about playing as Doctor. Anyhow. Continuing on, we have Huntress, and she is going to be in the nerve-wracking category for me for one reason, and I shouldn't say one reason only, but one reason, one primary reason, and that is her lullaby is about the creepiest thing in the game, and I absolutely stinking love it. It's phenomenal. And I just find her lullaby, I mean, maybe it's not even nerve-wracking because I actually love it. I love listening to it, but I love the creepiness of it. It really creates this horror atmosphere to the game, and I love it. So I think she's nerve-wracking in my opinion. Not terrifying, not brown pants, but nerve-wracking. Just because of her lullaby alone. The lullaby it's creepy and beautiful and deeply unsettling all at the same time. It's kind of like I described the artist. It's beauty and horror mixed together so well. They do that so well with this game. That's kind of what her lullaby is. Beauty and horror mixed. All right, Bubba. So Bubba, this one's hard for me. Okay, so I want to say, this is what I want to say. Not scary, but fun. Because I think the concept of Bubba is fun to go against. I don't find him scary at all to play against in the game. But I'll be honest, I face a lot, when I face Bubba, a lot of them are camping, tunneling Bubbas. And it's really annoying. And so for me, like, I find the concept of him should go here, but it's just I face so many, he's painful to me. I just do not like going against Bubba. And I hear other people love going against Bubba, and I've played Bubba, and I've gotten compliments for not being a tunneling camping Bubba. I understand that he should be a lot of fun to go against. So I want to put him in not scary, but fun. I'm going to put him for now, tentatively, in painful, only because almost all of my experiences against Bubba players. Now again, I have low MMR with Survivor, so I face brand new Bubbas who think that tunneling and camping are the best strategies. And so because of that, he goes in painful. But anyways, for me, Freddy is painful. I don't find him, maybe not painful. Painful, I maybe could have another part of this category. I just don't enjoy going against him. Maybe he's not that painful to go against, like I've listed some of the others in there, but I don't find him fun to go against. I find it boring. Again, the concept of him seems like it should be more nerve-wracking. I will say the one moment that is nerve-wracking is when he starts to bubble up out of the gen. That is creepy as all get out. But everything else about his playstyle, I do not find scary. I do not find even fun. It's kind of dull and boring to me. I will admit, you guys have convinced me I love playing as Freddy now. Freddy mains have convinced me that he's a lot of fun to play. But I still do not find him fun to go against. Yeah, I could put another tier in there. I don't want to. It kind of represents the same thing to me. It's just not fun. I don't. It's the dumpster category for I do not like going against this killer. Does not enjoying playing against them negate their potential uneasiness? Great question. For me, yes. If I just am annoyed playing them, it's not as scary to me. I kind of, for me, being scared is fun. So if I don't find them fun to go against, it kind of presupposes that I probably don't find them that creepy to go against. To me, Pig is brown pants. Let me caveat that. A sneaky pig is brown pants, because there are two types of pig players, right? There are those that play her stealth and focus on her stealth ability, and there are those who kind of don't give a rip about the stealth and really try to focus more on traps and other pig gameplay. A stealthy pig can scare the crap out of me. That little roar coming out of nowhere, that is, you better hope you went to the bathroom before you played. I'm just saying. I guess I better hope I went to the bathroom before I played, because she is brown pants, a sneaky pig. A not sneaky pig is probably here, but I'm putting sneaky pigs up in brown pants. That's where I am. Clown, I'm going to be honest, Clown is painful. Maybe not super painful. He's not scary to play against, and he's not that fun to play against either. I finally did play a Clown. I remember saying for the longest time, I've never played a Clown. I finally did. I think I played 2. they're okay. They're not fun. I don't consider them fun. I don't think they're worthy of the not scary but fun. There maybe I should rename this painful tier. He's not exactly painful to go against. I know some people he is very painful to go against because of the whole distortion stuff. For me, it wasn't like super bad. It was just like, oh yeah, that's not very fun. Okay. I kind of feel bad for enjoying playing Clown because I just don't think he's that fun to go against. So maybe not truly painful, but definitely not fun. So that's Clown for me. Now, again, his whole aesthetic, him in the lobby, his background lore, all of that, that's truly terrifying. Yes, indeed. I would not enjoy facing him in real life, but in game, not scary. No. Anywho, all right, Spirit. Spirit, she's nerve-wracking. The sound she makes when she's phasing, just kind of the way she twitches and does all that stuff, like she is definitely very scary. Not so much scary to play against, but it creates an uneasiness and an unnerving nature for me. So I definitely am on edge playing against a Spirit, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, but I wouldn't put it brown pants. Just close, but not brown pants. Just uneasy. My thoughts on Legion. Legion is not scary, but fun. I do find Legion a lot of fun to play. If you find him painful, I completely understand that, but I find him a lot of fun to play against. I think his new chase music, or their new chase music, I should say, is absolutely incredible, and it's just a rocking good time. I sound very old when I say that, but it's a lot. Like, just because of the chase music, it's so much fun. I think they are not scary, but they're a lot of fun to go against. It's very high energy, high action. I like it. There's a lot of stuff to do. It's a lot of fun. So Plague. Plague, to me, is not scary, but fun. Now, as a Plague main, you might think it's a little weird that I'm putting her there. Maybe I'd want to put her higher, but I do think she's a lot of fun to play against. I don't think she's all that nerve-wracking or brown pants worthy, to be honest. I think she's just fun. I enjoy it. As a Plague main, I should enjoy it. Her whole aesthetic is definitely creepy, but her actual gameplay, it's gross. But it doesn't really keep me on edge, and it certainly doesn't terrify me. So she is not scary, but fun. All right, Ghostface. Ghostface is, I would put him nerve-wracking. Because kind of like with Myers, but not quite as jump scary. You're just kind of always panning your camera around. You're looking for him. If you hear the Terroritis and suddenly it stops, you're like, okay, he obviously went silent. Where is he? It keeps you on your toes. A little bit like Wraith. Just always on your toes, always having to look around. Can catch you off guard. I have had him jump scare me on a gen pretty good. So maybe I might stick him close to the brown pants, but not quite all the way there. I think he's nerve-wracking. Shall we continue on? Demo. Demo to me is nerve-wracking because his chase music is so perfectly unsettling. He is nerve-wracking to me. He keeps you on his toes because he can teleport around the map and come up and sometimes be undetectable when he comes up. But mostly it's the music. Mostly the music makes me just really love going against him, and it's very creepy. And his roar is terrifying. Like, that will shake you in your boots, at least for me. So I think he's nerve-wracking. I don't think he's brown pants, but I think he's nerve-wracking. That's for sure. So Oni. Oni, I'm going to put, this may be controversial, I'm putting him in nerve-wracking. There's something about Oni, when I first hear an Oni, when I know I'm going against an Oni in the trial, as soon as I figure that out, I'm pretty much like, crap, I'm screwed. I'm not getting out of here. Because he's just... Usually Onis are very, very strong. All the Onis I've gone against have been some of the top tier players I've ever gone against. I'm not saying they're the best players ever. I'm just saying that they're always better than me or stronger than me or something. I just don't know how to play against Oni. So I pretty much am already kind of on edge anytime I hear an Oni do the roar and start running around. He's got enough. It's kind of like Trapper. Just his hulking nature and some of his sound effects, some of the atmospheric elements just make him very intense. His chase music is super intense. I think he's nerve-wracking. I don't find him terrifying, but I think he's nerve-wracking. Yeah. All right, Deathslinger. Deathslinger, okay. He is like right in the middle for me. And I'll tell you why. So Deathslinger himself, on the whole, except for one thing, I just find him a ton of fun to play. I've played some absolute god-tier Deathslingers. Just amazing. And it was always a ton of fun. I really enjoy going against him. I don't find him scary in the game, but his chase music is pretty nerve-wracking, but it's just the chase music. Like the whole package, that's why he's on the border for me. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave him in not scary but fun, because I find him more fun than nerve-wracking. More not scary but fun than I do nerve-wracking. But there is that element that I will admit is nerve-wracking. His chase music is some of the most like tense in the game, I think. A Deathslinger who can hit his shots is freaky. Yeah. Carter, you want me to put him in S? So that's why I renamed the tiers. This is not the only bad one. Okay, the only bad one is painful. / you can imagine it saying / not fun. Okay, the only bad one is the bottom one. Everything else is that's why it's not S tier, A tier, B tier. I'm not saying not scary but fun is worse than brown pants. I'm just saying some of them I find really truly terrifying. Some of them I just find a little bit edgy, and then others of them I find just fun. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Deathslinger is worse than words are hard, guys. Worse than Myers. I'm saying that I just don't find him that scary. That's all. That's all. So don't think in terms of S tier, A tier, B tier. It's really like S tier, D tier, if you will. I enjoy going against everybody in the red, the kind of brownish orange, the kind of mustard yellow, just not the kind of greenish yellow. Okay. That's the only bad one, is the bottom one. Anywho, sorry, that was too long of an explanation. All right, now we have Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head, I find him nerve-wracking. Everything else about him, other than playing him in-game, I don't know. Okay, he's like in the highest end of nerve-wracking, at least. Because there is so much about him. His chase music, I'm going to talk myself into brown pants. His chase music is deeply unsettling. His sound effects are just horrifying. I love them. His hulking presence, I think I'm going to leave him nerve-wracking because it all just kind of leads to this on-edge feeling for me. He's definitely like at the top end of nerve-wracking. I don't think he's yet brown pants. He doesn't have those moments where I'm like fear that I'm going to scream out loud, you know? Maybe if he hits you through a wall, but he doesn't have those moments that truly terrify me, but he does deeply, deeply, deeply unsettle me. So I think he'll probably be at the top of nerve-wracking. Just not all the way to brown pants, if that makes sense. So that's where I am with him. Blight, I find not scary, but fun. I don't think he's that scary to go against. He does kind of have the sound effects that are a little bit horrifying, but overall, I just feel like I'm playing against a pinball and trying not to get hit. It's like a very fast game of tag. I like playing against him a lot. He's a ton of fun. I just don't find him that scary to go against. His actual character model, horrifying, but in game, you're not really looking at that. You're looking at his gameplay and some of the other atmospheric elements, which I just find fun. His chase music is epic. It's just not terrifying to me. I think he's not scary, but fun. Yeah. William Birkin Blight is scary to me, to be honest. You know, I've never faced one. I've played as William Birkin, and it is so much fun. I only play Blight as him anymore because the sound effects, but I could imagine that being very terrifying to face. I could see that. I have not faced one, but I could see that. So I'm just ranking, I'm not doing legendary skins. I'm ranking Blight, but I would imagine Birkin would be at least nerve-wracking, maybe brown pants. All right, twins. I honestly find them nerve-wracking, okay? Now, granted, I'm basing this off of 2, I think. Maybe 3. I think I've gone against a literal handful. Not even a literal handful. Half of handful. 3/5 of a handful. What is a handful? I don't know. I've gone against so few of them that I think a lot of it has to do with the type of... I haven't gone against a slugging one, which I hear is a thing, and kind of like a big thing. That's apparently the way you're supposed to play them. And I've not gone against one like this. So I will say that I don't have bad experiences going against twins. I wouldn't find them... I debated between putting them down here into more than not fun, because I wouldn't say they're the most fun to go against, but they do... The Victor makes me very uneasy. Just the little skittery, clawy sounds he makes, and as he skitters along the ground and jumps at you and screams, and it's terrifying. It's horrifying. So him alone makes you, it's nerve-wracking. I will say, anytime I hear him jump, it's just gonna you just gonna tense, right? You know, so he makes them nerve-wracking. If it wasn't for him, they'd probably be down here. But for him, it's fun enough. Yeah. Trickster. This is where we're gonna rename this. We're gonna rename this. Not scary, not fun. There you go. Because what I'm about to say, I don't find him painful to go against, but I don't find him fun. I don't like going against Trickster. I enjoy a lot about Trickster, except playing against him. I don't enjoy that. I don't find him scary. I don't find him very fun to go against. That's why I changed it, because I wouldn't say he's painful. There's others that I will say are painful. He's not one I'll say is painful. I just don't enjoy it. So he's in He's a not scary, not fun. He's one of the creepiest lore-wise. Like, holy crud. Psychologically, he's very deeply disturbing. Actual gameplay, he's not that fun. Okay, Nemesis. Nemesis is... There's two reasons I'm putting him up here. His chase music is very tense. And just the way he kind of stomps around is just so thuddy and epic and intense. So, same way as Trapper, I would put it at the bottom of this tier, at the bottom end of nerve-wracking. I almost put him not scary, but fun. He's not as scary as I think he is in the Resident Evil games, but they did such a good job making him feel so intimidating. I'm on edge when I play against him. And then you got to watch for the zombies, which aren't scary. They get in the way. They can be annoying, but on the whole, just between his chase music and just the epic nature of how they just encapsulated this hulking, unstoppable beast, and they made him feel, without him being overpowered gameplay-wise, they really made him feel just absolutely intense to run from. So that's why I'm putting him in nerve-wracking. There you go. All right, moving along. So, Pinhead. Pinhead is the reason, so just for this, we're changing it back. For right now, just momentarily, we're changing it back. This is the reason why this entire tier was labeled painful. He's a literal pain to go against. I do not like playing against Pinhead. I will confess, I love playing as Pinhead. He's a lot of fun to play, but I do not find him scary. I do not find him nerve-wracking. I do not find him fun to go against. He's in painful. That's why the tier was originally named painful. I really started playing during the Pinhead chapter. That's when I started taking the game seriously and doing more DBD content and really enjoying the game and being like, hey, I could actually do a whole channel around this game. So when I started playing, a lot of people were playing Pinhead, and I don't enjoy it. I've never enjoyed it. I don't think I've ever once enjoyed going against a Pinhead. He's a literal pain to go against. So, all right, now we can name it back. Artist is nerve-wracking for me. I find her whole aesthetic, everything about her, just beauty and horror just intermixed so well. It's deeply unsettling, and those crows, just the scream it makes. And if you didn't know, fun fact, little trivia fact, those crows, unless they've changed it, the sound cues for those crows are in the four corners of the map. So that's why when she sends them out, it sounds like she's everywhere. Because it really actually is surrounding you. It's not the crow itself making the noise, it's actual sound cues in the four corners of the map. And so if you're actually in one of the corners in the map when she sends off a crow, it can be horrifyingly loud. Anyways, that's just the crows themselves, everything about her, just the inky kind of bird, creepy, half human, half ink bird thing. Like, she is horrifyingly great. I love it. So I think she's definitely nerve-wracking. I don't know Brown Pants. She doesn't like have those moments where I'm just absolutely horrified and terrified, like a couple others coming up, but she's definitely nerve-wracking. Onryo. Onryo is instant brown pants. I mean, she terrifies you in the lobby. She terrifies me in game. Everything about her is so disturbing and just horrifying, and I love it all. 100% brown pants. I don't think, if you do not find her scary to go against, I feel bad for you because it's a whole lot of fun. I mean, it's just like, she is terrifying. She will jump scare the crud out of you. Everything about her. There's nothing about her that I don't find either nerve-wracking or brown pants worthy. So she's in brown pants. For me, she is the scariest, one of the scariest killers in the game to go against. All right, next up is Dredge. Dredge is also brown pants. He scares the crap out of me. It scares the crap out of me. Every time I play the game, it's so much fun. Just working on a gen and then you see that locker just start to rock and you're just like, oh crap. He busts out of it and just starts, yeah, Dredge is disturbing. Everything about him, all the aesthetic, I keep calling it he, I think it's actually technically an it. Anyways, the whole aesthetic, all the sound, the voices, all of it's so nerve-wracking and terrifying at the same time. I think it's, Dredge's crowd moan scream during Nightfall. Yeah, and I forgot about Nightfall. Yes, of course. Nightfall. This is just, usually I'm playing as Dredge, to be quite honest. But Nightfall is just, yeah, turns out the lights and you're like, this is it. Onryo and Dredge make DBD a horror game. They brought the horror back. So, I think they're both brown pants. All right, Wesker. Wesker is, to me, not scary but fun. A lot of you are saying he should be brown pants. He is not brown pants. He's not scary to me. He is not scary, but a lot of fun. A whole lot of fun to play. He's at the top of this tier. He doesn't keep me on edge. It's just epic. It's fun. Maybe I've played enough Resident Evil games. He's not scary to me, like at all. It's just a lot of, he's kind of like Legion to me. It's just epic and fun and just fast paced and just, yeah. Again, don't think like Don't think in terms of S tier, A tier, B tier. Not scary but fun is not B tier. They're all good. The top 3 tiers are all good. The only bad one is not scary, not fun. So this isn't how much fun I find him to go against. That would be a completely different tier list. In fact, I've done that tier list. I'm pretty sure. All right, Knight. Knight is nerve-wracking. His minions are frightening. Like they are creepy. He is creepy. Just the as he moves, just the stomping. That was my very poor impression of it, but he is nerve-wracking to me. Everything about him, a little bit like Pyramid Head, not quite as unsettling as Pyramid Head, but in a lot of ways similar to Pyramid Head to me. In terms of just the unsettling nature of everything about him. And his minions, just when they, the sounds they make when they're manifested and then start, when they find you and start chasing you, like just all of it is so unsettling. I love it. It's great. Makes it a horror movie. All right, I'm gonna be full honest. I don't think I've ever gone against a Skull Merchant, and I have not played Survivor since Hux came out. So I don't know that I can truly rate these last two, but I will tell you what I think. I have played both of them. I've played as both of them several times. I have not played against, I don't think I've played a Skull Merchant. Maybe I have played against the Skull Merchant. I can't remember. I don't think I have. Well, if I have, I guess I should make another tier list of unmemorable, because apparently I can't remember. I've definitely played Azure several times. Anyway, all that to say, I'm going to tell you where I think they would go, because I don't think any of them, I don't think either of them are scary? I don't think, words are hard. I don't think either of them are scary. I think they're both, I don't even think they're unnerving. I would put, I'm guessing here. I'm guessing I would put them here, because I do think I know a lot of people don't find her fun to play against. What do you guys think about the new killer? Singularity, Hux. I think he's pretty fun to play as, and I imagine he's pretty fun to go against. So I'm gonna tentatively put them there, admitting full on I really shouldn't be rating them at all because I haven't played against either of them. Bump Skull Merchant now down. She's meh. I get a lot of people don't like her, but a lot of people are saying she's fun too. It seems pretty split. All right, so those are where I feel. So again, the top 3 tiers are good. The bottom tier is the only bad one. I appreciate everybody in chat chiming in, giving your opinions as well. You guys are awesome. Appreciate the credit out of you. So I hope you enjoyed that first ever live tier list. If you didn't know, I do try to stream every Friday night at 10 p.m. Central Time. If you enjoyed the video, can you let me know by hitting that like button and let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I want to take a quick moment to thank our channel members for their support of the channel. And if you'd like to become a channel member and gain access to some unique perks, click that join button below to learn more. And as always, you are awesome, stay awesome, and we'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.